Hi, I'm Nikki with Jess Ford, and today I'm going to show you how to personalize a Ford vehicle, any Ford vehicle, so that it fits you. So whether it is an F-150, a Bronco, or an Expedition like the one I'm in now, your vehicle should be an extension of who you are. I want you to be confident and feel good in your Ford vehicle. So let's dive in on how to personalize your Ford vehicle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about one way and how to access that or adjust it. I'll probably go over 8 different ways, and there are plenty more. There are way more ways to personalize your Ford vehicle than the 8 I'm going to cover. So if you want to learn more ways on how to personalize your vehicle, let me know. But for right now, I'm only going to cover 8-ish, and we'll go from there. So the first one I'm going to talk about is ambient lighting. And what it is it's a light that is on near your handle on your door, in your cup holders, and then also the footwells where your feet are. And you can change the brightness level. You can change the color depending on what year and trim your vehicle is. I don't personally change the ambient lighting at all. I just have it on, I think it's blue. I don't really change it that often, but I will say my kids absolutely love changing it. But how you do so is on this Expedition, this specific one, I'm going to click the vehicle on the top and then scroll down to General. Go all the way down to ambient lighting. Now this one, I can't choose different colors. It's either on or off, and then you can change the brightness level. It only turns on when your headlights are on, so when it's darker out. And if you're more of like you want to play the color to your mood, go for it. If you're feeling a little spicy, do it red. If you're feeling chill, go blue. You get the idea. In my Explorer, I have about 5 to 7 different colors. There's purple, pink, yellow, orange, blue, red. There's a whole bunch of different colors that you can choose. Again, it's just dependent on the vehicle, year, trim, model, whatever it is. But different options to however you want to make it feel. If you share your Ford with a teenager, I really want you to look into something called My Key. What it does is it sets parameters. You set the parameters like speed limits, volume caps, seatbelt reminders, and you do it all through My Key profiles. It's basically like setting bumpers on your vehicle if you share it with someone like a teenager. And that's just an example. A teenager is just an example, but it just kind of creates a safer environment for new drivers. I've never set it up, so we're gonna do this together. To start your My Key, you have to put your actual key fob in the place where you put it if your battery is low. So in this Expedition, it is in or under the cup holder. You just lift up that plastic thing on the bottom and then it'll show. So what we are going to do, we are going to go hit this vehicle tab. We are going to go to vehicle and go to My Key. Create My Key. Do you wish to create a My Key? Yes, I do. My Key will be enabled at the next key cycle. Please label the current key as a My Key. Cool. So here we have volume limiter, 911 assist, do not disturb, traction control, maximum speed, speed reminder, a whole bunch of different things that you can put and customize to this specific key fob. So if you have a backup or a second key, you can change that to other settings. But label it and make sure you know that this is the one that has My Key and has certain limitations. So another personalized setting that you can do, seems simple, seems straightforward, but seat memory. You know, my partner, he's 6'4", and his leg length is drastically different than my leg length. So if I get in my vehicle after he has drove, It drives me nuts if I have to manually adjust the seat, trying to remember where my seat was and how comfortable it was, and then adjusting mirrors, adjusting steering wheel. So rather than doing all of that, all you have to do is save the seat memory in a profile. In this specific expedition, there's 3 different profiles you can save. So there's one for him, one for me, and then the other for anyone else that drives this vehicle. So what you do, you adjust the steering wheel, mirror, and seat, however you're comfortable, however you like it set. And then you hold down one of those profiles. So I'm going to use one for me, and I'm going to hold it down until the vehicle chimes. And that means that all your settings have been saved. Now, on top of that, you can also save those settings on a specific key fob. So if you have a key fob that you use and the other driver who drives the vehicle has another key, your vehicle will recognize which key fob it is when it comes in the vehicle, and it'll adjust accordingly if you have it set up correct. So another one is using your sync screen, your sync system. This is based off of Sync 4. So I have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto wirelessly. If you have the Sync 3 system, you're going to have to plug your USB charger in and then plug your phone into that to use the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. But when you use your CarPlay, you have your maps, you have text messages read to you, you have your music, your playlists, you have podcasts. There's a whole bunch of different things that you access on your phone so you can keep your hands on the wheel rather than on your phone. It just keeps safe driving in play and pretty easy to set up. So the next one I want to touch on is tweaking your drive mode. So in this specific expedition, I have everything from eco mode to tow haul mode, slippery mode. There's a whole bunch of different drive modes that you can select. And not only do you select it for how you want to drive, but also where you drive as well. Which is very important. If you do a lot of highway driving and you want to turn on eco mode, do it. If you want to drive with extra torque, turn on sport mode. If you live in a colder climate or it's winter and you want to drive as safe as possible and it's slick outside, put on slippery mode. But if you're towing something and you want to feel more confident in towing, turn on tow haul mode. There's definitely different modes that you can select to make you feel confident in your vehicle. So personalizing your Ford isn't just about comfort, it's also about performance too. So to turn on your drive modes or to select different drive modes, you rotate this knob, your drive mode knob, which is located right here in the Expedition. And you rotate it, and each drive mode changes transmission shifts, steering feel, shift patterns, all that jazz. So select the drive mode that you want to use. So the next one I'm going to touch on is adjusting safety features. If you have lane keeping and you don't want the steering wheel to vibrate every time you get close to the line, you can turn it down. If you want pre-collision assist to be turned up to the max, do it. Personalize it to what you're comfortable with and how you want your vehicle to drive, because it just makes you feel more confident and more comfortable in the vehicle, in your vehicle that you're driving. Okay, so what you're gonna do is go to this vehicle. You're gonna go to driver assistance, and here is where you're gonna see a lot of your safety features. So for example, if you don't want adaptive cruise control, just do normal cruise control. Okay, it's on. Adaptive cruise control. You can do speed limit recognition if you want tolerance. If you want a tolerance on your speed limit changes, if you want to go, let's say, 3 miles per hour above the speed limit, boom, change your tolerance right here. I'm going to put it back to 0. Okay, for, let's see, lane keeping. If you want it to just alert you and not aid in the steering wheel, let's just change it to alert with low intensity. If you want the pre-collision assist, if you want an automatic emergency brake on when a vehicle is detected with a high sensitivity, boom, that's how you do so. Let's see, cross traffic alert. If you are backing up in a parking lot and there's a vehicle coming, go ahead and turn that on and it'll beep to let you know that there's a car coming and the direction that it's coming from. Let's see. There's a whole bunch of different safety features here that you can adjust and personalize to how you want them. So the next one is remote start. So there's different ways that you can start your vehicle remotely. You can do it by your key fob or the Ford Pass app. So if you go to your settings, go to vehicle, and then remote start setup. You can allow remote start, and then your climate control, you can either do last setting or auto. Seats and steering wheel. If you want your heated steering wheel and seat, this is where you do so, or ventilated, auto or off, and then also the duration before your vehicle shuts off. And here the option is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. One that might not pertain to everyone, but definitely for parents of young kids. There are a couple things that I recommend to personalize if you would like to do so. So one of them is rear occupant alert. So what it does when you turn your vehicle off, it'll prompt on your screen, check the back seats. And there's a little beeping that goes along with it. And it just reminds you to check the back seat for young passengers, especially in those summer months where it gets really hot. Heaven forbid that you forget that there's anyone in the back seat. This is a very nice reminder. Does it get annoying at times? Yes, but it makes you double check the back seat. Another one that gets on my nerves is rear climate lock. My kids love to mess around with the climate control for the second row. And I have it locked so they cannot do so because they're 2 and 4. I don't want them messing around with the climate control. So I have it locked. So the last one I'm going to touch on is entertainment. On the newer Ford vehicles, you have the option to add apps onto your vehicle. And me having 2 toddlers and we are stuck at grocery pickup, for example, I want a way to entertain them. And so we have a couple apps on this expedition. One that is commonly liked in my household is Sketch. Super easy, but they can just draw on the screen. There's Sudoku, tiles, blocks. There's a whole bunch of different things that can help pass time when you are stuck in your vehicle. All you need to do is go to the App Store and download, and you are good to go. So there's a couple ways on how to make your Ford feel like it's truly yours. Whether it's lighting, climate, safety features, Ford gives you the features to tweak your vehicle to exactly how you want it. Try these out, let us know what you think, and if you would like to see more ways on how to adjust your vehicle, personalize your vehicle to feel like it's truly yours, let us know. I'll make another one. And again, my name is Nikki here at Jess Ford. Thank you for watching and following along on our YouTube journey. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Remember this. Let's fix the hair. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. No. Do I need to cancel this? Okay.